This week in our special series, Funerals to Die For, we've shown you interesting and creative ways that baby boomers are planning their own send-offs, some spending as much time and money as they did on their own weddings. Today, we look at a program in South Korea where people stage their own funerals as a way to appreciate their lives. CBS News correspondent Celia Hatton reports.
This is a big day for South Korean Kim Ho-young. He's attending his own funeral. The 26-year-old is getting a company-sponsored opportunity to think inside the box, the coffin, that is, from his employer, Samsung, the world's largest electronics company. I've heard you must really think you're dying for this to be effective, he says. Kim and his co-workers are getting a chance to get a new outlook on life by acting out their deaths. It's a motivational seminar that comes with a deadly twist. This session will allow you to think seriously about dying, says organizer Ko Min-soo, and it will lead to your rebirth. My father and brothers died young, explains Ko, who has presided over 50,000 mock ceremonies. I'm determined to teach others they must express love to their families while they are alive. Participants pose for a memorial photo and pause to write their wills, imagining they're on the verge of death. After descending to a frigid basement, the service begins as the nearly dead dress in real Korean funeral garments. With minutes to go, some read their wills aloud. To my older sister, cries this girl, I know I didn't treat you well in the past. You must have had a lot of worries. Mom and Dad, you raised me so well, admits this participant. I'm sorry I didn't tell you before. Sadness hangs in the air as the coffins close over the breathing corpses. To make death feel as real as possible, the lids are hammered shut for effect and gravel is shoveled on top.
The concept of a fake funeral may seem morbid, but experts say it's actually a creative way for people to put the stress in their lives into perspective before they end up at their final destination.
The soaring South Korean economy has led to sky-high levels of suicide and depression. Fake funerals allow participants to simulate near-death experiences, shocking them into revising their priorities, which social psychologist San-min Wang believes is a popular response to mounting societal pressure to keep up with the Joneses, or the Parks, as they might say in Korea. 15 minutes later at the mock funeral home, Samsung's employees are reborn. Ko Min-soo says a new attitude begins as soon as the coffin lid comes off. The participants realize that once they leave this world, they cannot return, he explains. So they repent their past lives with tears and plan a new future. Ko's funerals are booked up through 2012, and people here understand why. The funeral felt as scary as death itself, she reveals. It made me understand I should really live with no regrets. Kim Ho-young agrees. I know how valuable life is now, he says. I'm going to tell my parents I love them. After writing new essays planning how to make the most of the years they have left and eating eggs symbolizing rebirth, these funeral goers can appreciate that life has never tasted so good. Celia Hatton, CBS News, Cheongju, South Korea.
I don't want to be, right? You know that scene in the movie where they put you in the, that's not good. All right. The mock funerals cost participants about $325.